Do you believe election results are final? Do you believe government officials should have to abide by election results? Do you believe election results represent a legal mandate from the people? If your answer is a resounding yes with an eye roll, you're not alone. This should be a no-brainer, Mr. President. Of course, in the United States of America, we honor and respect electoral outcomes. But apparently, Maine gets a get-out-of-jail-free card. The concept should be simple. When people cast their ballots, they should know without a shadow of a doubt that their vote will be honored, respected, and most importantly, counted. People need to be able to trust that their vote means something, that it is worth the time to fulfill their civic duty. When I run for office, Mr. President, and my name appears on the ballot, there's a chance I might lose. At least that is the assumption if we are still living in a representative democracy. The results aren't fixed. As an elected government official, I should not be able to simply choose what the outcome is. It's based on how people vote. Citizen initiatives and referendums should be no different. Recently, there has been an all-out assault on our democratic institutions. A small group of politicians have been able to cherry-pick which election results they abide by based on what they agree with, undermining or all-out ignoring free and fair election results. It disenfranchises Maine voters when we don't honor their will at the ballot box. It discourages voter participation and trust in the institution of government itself. The ranked choice voting referendum was one such citizen-led initiative partially blocked by the legislature that should be fully implemented. As you know, ranked choice voting gives voters the freedom to rank candidates in the order of their preference. If your favorite candidate doesn't receive enough support to win, your one vote counts for your second choice, and so on, until someone wins with more than a 50% or a majority of the vote. It is still one person, one vote throughout the entire process of elimination. The objective is multifaceted: discourage negative campaigning, eliminate vote splitting and the spoiler effect, and encourage voter participation, something that we honor in this state, Mr. President. The Secretary of State and clerks around Maine clearly demonstrated resolve and carried out the first elections to use ranked choice voting just last year. They did a wonderful job, and it went smoothly. I heard overwhelming appreciation and support for the use of ranked choice voting in our elections while standing at the polls. But the bill before us isn't about whether someone likes or dislikes ranked choice voting. It's about giving Maine voters, our constituents, a final say in the matter. It's the only way to fully implement after the courts weighed in, suggesting the Maine Constitution would need to be changed in order to fulfill voter wishes. The only way to do that is through a final additional referendum, this time started at the legislative level. Maine people voted to support ranked choice voting at the ballot box not just once, but twice over the last few years. 52% in the first round and 54% the second time. Now, sure, it wasn't 60-40 or 70-30, but honestly, what political leader in this building wouldn't love those margins, Mr. President? There are many legislators in this room that have won with far less, some even by just a few votes. Maine people spoke twice through their votes that they want ranked choice voting. It was a legitimate election, not a poll conducted. We currently have a split voting system, using ranked choice voting in some races, but not all. We should adopt ranked choice voting for all races. That would make things consistent and easier to understand, so voters wouldn't have to use multiple voting systems at the ballot box. The bottom line is this, Mr. President. We as elected officials should honor free and fair election results, period, full stop. You can be disappointed with the result, but not question or ignore the outcome. It's time the legislature respects the process and the will of the voters when they cast their ballots. It's time to send this out for a final vote to fully implement ranked choice voting.